G'day, my name is Andrew Hogg, the Executive General Manager for Eastern Markets and Aviation at Tourism Australia. Today I wanted to give you a bit of an update on the China reopening. The China border reopened after China has now ceased its ongoing COVID-19 restrictions. Once that news came out from the 8th of January, both outbound flight searches through the online travel agents and, of course, our traditional agents increased enormously. The latest data released by the China Foreign Ministry during the Chinese New Year period, there were over 2.8 million Chinese citizens travelling internationally, up by about 120% on the previous year. Flight bookings, of course, have surged as well, up now 640% compared to what it was, and it grew by 4 times, meaning that domestically also, that there were over 300 million people travelling and seeing their families for the first time in a few years within China as well. It is important to note that these restrictions have been in place since the pandemic began in 2020, and it's great relief to the industry, not only in Australia, but also in China, that those restrictions have now come off as well. In response to this and the border announcement, the Chinese airlines are gearing up to reinstate flight and seat capacity and increase their frequencies as well, in which China Southern is spearheading to operate daily, both Sydney and Melbourne, followed by China Eastern and Air China, Sichuan Airlines, and Xiamen Airlines for their 3 times weekly services as well. We have seen capacity increase back to around 30% from February, which is a great indication and great confidence that tourism from China to Australia will continue to grow as well. First up, we will see the VFR, visiting friends and relatives market, return very quickly. And that's because people haven't seen each other for a long time. Reuniting, getting together for family time is always very important for the Chinese diaspora in Australia and in China. And it's important that they continue to connect as well. Following on from that, the students will start returning to Australia, and with the recent announcement that students must return to their universities overseas, it's a great indication of further opening up and getting people to travel more as well. Following that, we'll see our FIT and premium travellers looking for those unique experiences that Australia has to offer, the great food, wine, the great restaurants that it's available from, the wonderful locations in which you can eat and drink and share food amongst family and friends, our unique wildlife, our great cities, and of course, everything to do with water as well, during what has been a time in Australia that Chinese travellers have missed, but also our industry in Australia has missed as well. You know, people will be looking for more tailor-made travel and more unique experiences, and Australia is well geared to be able to do that. But more importantly, we know that Chinese travellers will want to come and re-engage with Australians, as well as receive that great big friendly welcome that Australians are well known for as well. We will see booking times shorten, from around 90 days to 30 days as people start to get through their issues with COVID that they've had in China and start to look further afield and start to take maybe some shorter lead time breaks as well. Our traditional channels, our online travel agents, obviously with the largest being Ctrip, but also Alibaba through the travel portal, will see some growth, but probably for initially the VFR, as I said before, but also for those premium travel as well. Our focus has and always will remain on those high-value travellers, and they will remain our target for the year ahead, staying longer, dispersing more widely, and of course, wanting to spend more on unique experiences that Australia has to offer. This is the first physical ATE that our Chinese buyers that are coming to Australia have been to for more than 3 years. And it's a great opportunity to re-engage with those buyers and also to make them feel welcome as well. For the first time in China, we'll also bring our Lux buyers to join physically as well. The number of Chinese buyers matches that of a pre-COVID level. So our general buyers will be around 90 and around 25 Lux buyers will attend ATE as well. Following on from the last couple of years, the team in China has worked very hard in making sure that they keep the dream alive and that the Chinese consumers still know, value and understand the travel proposition for Australia. We haven't launched the new brand campaign in China, and that will come soon as well, once we start to build flight capacity, and also we see some more consumers starting to book internationally as well. We will, however, continue our conversion campaigns and marketing campaigns with the Chinese airlines, our co-op campaigns with our key distribution partners, and we'll start the recruitment for our new team of key distribution partners in China. Throughout the pandemic, our Aussie specialist training has continued with nearly 15,000 trained. So our product knowledge is very good, but during ATE, take the opportunity to talk about new product and also re-engage with them with that as well. We will continue this year with our regular Aussie specialist in-person training for our frontline retail staff that get out and do and sell Australia all the time. Later in the year, you'll also see the registrations will open for Australian marketplace in China, and that'll also be another great opportunity to re-engage with our buyers, the Tourism Australia team, and of course, making sure that you have your product front and centre to be able to talk about all the great things that Australian product has to offer as well. We look forward to seeing you on the Gold Coast later this year. And also, please don't hesitate to reach out to any of the Tourism Australia team to talk about China, the opportunities, and also we look forward to welcoming our Chinese visitors back to Australia as soon as possible. Thanks very much.